Safaricom is compromised, and the man saying it isn't an activist, a politician, or an opposition blogger. It is one of Safaricom's very own employees, speaking under oath in court.
To Safaricom Limited, dated 14th November 2024.
Signed by Michael K. San for DCI.
Very good.
Yes.
According to the Data Protection Act, when such a request letter is done by a third party, including a government agency.
The revelation came during the hearing of David Mokaya's case, the young man accused of posting fake funeral images of President William Ruto on Twitter. Mokaya's legal team, led by Dunstan Omari and Ian Motiso, pressed the Safaricom witness hard, and under intense drilling, the employee cracked. He admitted he was the one who handed over cold data records and phone triangulations of Mokaya directly to the DCI without a court order.
Your Honor, there's an indication in the request that the offense was related to cyber crime investigations. And the record required was that the investigating officer be provided with registration details for the account, and communication data for the period between 15th September the year 2024 to 13th November the same year 2024, Your Honor. A copy of the request letter, Your Honor, is available for this court.
You have just stated to the court that you are an officer stationed at Safaricom.
That's true. That's true, Your Honor.
Okay. You have also testified that CDR records, call triangulation, and also tracing was done for the accused person. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Are you aware that in 2018, in a High Court petition, Okia Mtata versus Communications Authority demanded that if such information, such as CDR, triangulation, and call data was to be produced to a third party, a court order must be produced?
Your Honor, the
I'm just to find out if you're aware of it. That's all. So yes or no?
the best of my knowledge, Your Honor, the aspect of triangulation is for the active.
You see your name is Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
It's a yes or no answer. If you don't know about the matter, it's okay. I want to move quickly. The court is very strange on time.
Your Honor, I'm not very much conversant with if there was such a ruling. That
Okay.
effect, yeah.
Now that admission is explosive. Kenya's laws are clear. Such private data should only be accessed with judicial approval. Yet, here was a Safaricom insider confessing to bypassing the courts and feeding the state exactly what it needed to hunt down a critic of the president.
In your position as an employee of Safaricom,
Yes.
were you provided with a court order by the DCI or any other investigation officer as far as this case is concerned for you to provide that data that you have read out to this court that you certainly produced? Were you given a court order?
The order is not there.
It's not there.
Yes.
Are you aware that by doing that, you have not only violated the accused person's rights, but you also have broken the law?
Your Honor, I've not broken any law because there was a formal request which was done for the rights in
I've told you very well.
Yes.
And I've asked you a very simple question. Are you aware that there's an existing law and jurisprudence? For you to do that, you need a court order. You've said you are not provided a court order, right?
Your Honor, what I have at the moment is a request letter. I don't have a particular.
I'll go with the request letter too.
Yes.
So, are you aware that without an existing court order, you have violated the accused person's rights and you've broken the law?
You have not violated the accused.
If you're not aware, just say no or yes. That's all. You're not.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll take you to the request letter that you're simply eager to answer. Can you read the contents of that request letter for this year? Read the dates together, who wrote it, and the contents.
Yes, Your Honor, the request letter is dated 14th November 2024. The requirement is that the office is investigating a cyber offense where the mobile phone number featured.
Now you can go ahead and read the content.
The requirements were that we provide IMEI history paired to the telephone numbers, subscriber details, and call data from 15th September 2024 to 13th November 2024.
The irony is hard to miss. For months, Safaricom has denied any role in the abductions and arrests of Ruto's critics, especially during the Gen Z protests that rocked the country. Now, those protests left a trail of bodies, abductions, and survivors who told chilling stories of torture. At the time, reports emerged that Safaricom was working hand in hand with security agencies, using its networks to track dissenters.
We're also aware that Safaricom is complicit and indeed a facilitator in the tracing and abduction of Kenyans who have either ended up dead or maimed in the hands of police like Albert Ojwang. We want to issue a direct warning that this amounts to aiding and abetting in the commission of these crimes against humanity, for which Kenyans will hold Safaricom responsible and either take appropriate legal action or boycott their services.
The company issued statement after statement denying involvement, dismissing allegations that it had supplied geolocations data used to hunt down those who dared to criticize the president. But the courtroom confessions tells a different story. It confirms what many suspected, that Safaricom's vast network, the lifeline of millions of Kenyans, may have been weaponized against them.
But more importantly, the legal power given to that officer to do that, has that been given in that letter?
That's not, Your Honor.
That is all, Your Honor.
Thank you. What is your status at Safaricom? Are you an employee of Safaricom or?
And unfortunately, David Mokaya, known online as Landlord, is one of those caught in the dragnet. He was accused of spreading false information after sharing a doctored funeral image insinuating President Ruto had died. He was arrested, arraigned, and charged under the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act. He pleaded not guilty and is currently out on bond. Now, Mokaya's defense team, led by Dunstan Omari and Ian Mutiso, has turned the spotlight on the state and its allies.
Is it there also there?
Your Honor, what I can say is that he talks of a casket, and we know a casket, and we know a casket, and we know a casket.
I'm coming there. That's I'm asking. Is there any word dead body in that church?
Yes, there is a caption.
Yeah, read it.
Which now to me would mean a label.
Yeah,
and a
read
casket.
It. Read it. Read the word dead body.
The image of a funeral procession with a casket covered with a Kenyan flag, escorted by military officers in ceremonial uniform, which you captions President William Ruto's body leaves to leave funeral home. There's body, Your Honor.
Dead body. If you are listening, I've been asking the word dead body.
Your Honor, I can confirm there's a body. There's no
And
dead.
nobody is disputing that. Answer
Your
my
Honor.
question. Is there a dead body?
Your Honor, in the caption there's no dead, but
Thank
there's
you.
a body.
Let's proceed. It is a possession. It's a possession of either the president or somebody living now. True.
Yes, Your Honor.
I take you back to the old constitution that was repealed, in August 27 of 2010. It was a crime to imagine the death of a president. Were you aware?
Yes, I was aware, Your Honor.
Yes, it was a crime to imagine the death of a president. Under the new constitution, we have provisions dealing with the intended death of a president and how power will be handed over. You're aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
It is no longer criminal to imagine the death of the president.
Your Honor, I disagree with the counsel.
What I'm saying, I'll give you the provisions of the constitution. Is there a provision for the deputy to take over in the event of the death of the president? Is there a provision of it there in the constitution?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a provision in the event the president and the deputy die? The Speaker of the National Assembly will be the president for 60 days?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it is nothing now new to imagine the death of our president.
It is, Your Honor.
Kenyans
It depends
have
on the way.
decided that they will deal with that question in a manner it is no longer a crime.
Your Honor, this is very different from the line you are following. We are
Let's go to
dealing.
the other line I'm telling you.
This is very different, Your Honor.
Look at that photo. Is the president, His Excellency, in that photo?
There's a casket
There's a casket.
with a name.
I've asked, do you see the image of His Excellency, the president?
Your Honor,
It says that there or not.
there is no image.
Thank you.
There is a casket and there is a name.
Let's proceed.